Hello, and this is my first review for Cultural Zest. I'm Matthew West, and this is Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. This is the second entry in the faithfully reimagined Monkey Island series, following a year after the events of the previous game, The Secret of Monkey Island. The story follows Guybrush Threepwood's recollection of the time he went looking for the treasure of Big Whoop.
I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
If you're a long-time fan and have played this game before, one of the first things you'll notice is that the opening credits sequence has been completely eradicated. To me, it was a bit disappointing, but didn't bother me much.
I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean...
After gameplay starts, and you cross the bridge to Woodtick, you run into Largo Legrand, the bully of Scab Island, who is stopping Guybrush from leaving the island. There is a whole puzzle surrounding the defeat of Largo, which leads to Guybrush stupidly bringing LeChuck back to life in zombie form, who is now seeking revenge on Guybrush, hence the title.
Just this one time, Largo. Only because they tell me you found Guybrush Threepwood.
After discovering LeChuck's comeback, the ever-helpful voodoo lady tells Guybrush to continue looking for Big Whoop to escape LeChuck forever. But to do this, Guybrush must find 4 map pieces in order to find the treasure.
The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived.
This all leads to a final battle with LeChuck, and a very bizarre ending that to this day hasn't been fully explained.
All again. What are you gonna do now?
Take that, LeChuck!
Ow! I'm much too powerful for you and your puny doll.
The graphics are a lot more polished and detailed than the first special edition. The pixeled characters are finally brought to life thanks to the extra frames of animation that have been added. Everything looks well lit, especially Woodtick, which is my personal favourite location of the entire series. You can still switch back to the original version with the F1 key, which is nice. First of all, the voice acting is spot on, exactly what I expected, and you can have it on in the classic game as well. There are no longer any long pauses between lines of dialogue, but the famous Bone song doesn't really sync properly with the background music.
This stuff makes my spit thick.
Are you pirates or not?
One character who I thought sounded much better thanks to the elimination of pauses was Stan, who in my opinion gave one of the best performances other than Guybrush and LeChuck, which took me by surprise.
Before touched by a living soul. Most of it used only for a few hours.
The music is brilliant and uses instruments well in locations. The iMuse system is fully working in the PC version as well, as you can hear now. Gameplay has been streamlined as well. You still use the point-and-click method to move around, but the verb interface has been streamlined to a radial dial of the best and funny choices. You bring up the inventory with the central mouse wheel, similar to Tales of Monkey Island and Sam and Max the Devil's Playhouse. There is also an added object highlighting system, which you can see me using on the stick here. As a bonus feature, you unlock art that wasn't used in the game, which you can view in the bonus features menu. There is also developer commentary available from the original creators of LeChuck's Revenge.
We cut that stuff at the end of the game with, him on the raft and all that.
That's right. We cut the whole raft thing.
I get a lot of email from people wanting to know what we were doing.
Overall, I really enjoyed Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. The exclusion of the intro was a bit disappointing, and the Bone song needs resyncing, but other than that, if you're a Monkey Island fan, you should get this pronto.